Hey Mohsin, hey, thank you for tuning in. Hey everybody. Hey Jack. Hey Vishnu. Hi. Okay. Let's continue. Hey Suyash from India. Wow. Okay, let's continue where we left off yesterday, and hopefully this time we can actually finish it. Hey Mahesh. Hey GameTube. Hey Zetman. Hey Unknown. Okay, I've imported the eyeballs so we can see if the eyelids have the correct form. Hey Abin, thank you. Hey Rana from Rotterdam. From Belarus. Wow. From Los Angeles. From Iran, Amir Hussein. Quick question, at your experience, what's more profitable, selling 3D assets or selling training video tutorials? Definitely not tutorials, because you have to have a giant platform, like millions of views to, I mean, if you're talking about YouTube or even paid courses, I think if you're an established artist, if you're someone who's somewhat famous. Maybe, but it's very unlikely that you can have the same income from making courses or tutorials as selling your assets. But it depends on your situation. So for me, making tutorials has never been very profitable. Suyash, thank you. I salute you, and you're the best 3D character artist. Thank you, GameTube. No, I'm not the best character artist. Not even the top 10, to be honest. Hey Awad, thank you. Hey Adash, hey. You got three monitors set up? No, it's a dual monitor. When you match the photo reference with your sculpting at the beginning and all the face features not correct 100%, the eye is not perfect like a model to use it as a base to match. I'm not sure, was that a question or... I'm not sure what you meant. Carlos, who is he? He's Paco de Lucia. He's a Spanish guitar player. سلام علی بهزاد آموزشی ندارم نه. Hey visual, thank you for your point of view, I appreciate it. Thank you AA. Thanks for the great streams. You previously said you don't trust the camera in ZBrush. Does that not cause a problem when trying to match the reference in ZBrush? Why not match ref in Maya? Because Maya doesn't have great sculpting tools. I wish it had, but it doesn't. It doesn't match ZBrush. You're mastering XGen. I don't know, maybe. But no, not a master, but I know XGen. I can work with XGen. I can work on complicated hairstyles, but I wouldn't call myself a master. I've got to appear exactly to the work you deny, like I'm not sure what you meant. Grateful art. Rana, have you ever tried Modbox? If yes, what made you choose ZBrush over it? I wanted to, but I got too busy. But I just installed it and I was looking for some tutorials because I didn't know how to work with it, but I got busy and then I forgot. But I'm really curious to see if, because I've heard that Modbox has the same camera as Maya, so it would be really interesting to see if it competes with ZBrush or not. How often does Exchange shut down while you're working? Almost never. ZBrush is very stable. How much time do you spend on head sculpting before moving to Maya? Depends on the subject, but it's back and forth. I don't complete the model before moving to Maya. But at least maybe 2 or 3 days usually to work on the likeness before importing the model to Maya. Do Wacom get you the best performance, or would you recommend other tablets to work with? No, it's really good. Intuos Pro, I have an Intuos Pro and I'm really happy with it. But it's not that big of a deal, and I wouldn't say if you don't have a high-end drawing tablet then it would impact your work or your quality. You can just buy a because Wacom tablets are quite expensive compared to maybe XP Pen or other brands. So if you want to save some money, you can go with cheaper models. Your action videos have been extremely valuable to me. Thanks a lot. Thank you, Ali. In your view, can Houdini get the top spot for grooming in the future and push XGen aside? Houdini? Why Houdini? Because Houdini is not really known for its hair system. I don't know enough about Houdini, and especially its grooming tools, so I can't comment, but if you're talking about simulation and animation, then that's a different story. But if you're specifically talking about hair grooming, working on different hairstyles, then I think XGen is very strong. You're one of the most famous character artists, but my question is, how do you make money? Do you work freely or do you work for a company? I'm a freelancer, so just like any other freelancer makes money, I do make money too. And this is exactly my job. People hire me to sculpt faces, whether it's a celebrity face or their own face or anybody, it doesn't matter. Would you ever do Isaac Newton? I would say yes, because I want to, but it doesn't mean that I will definitely work on it. I've asked you yesterday about the correct calculation of an eye of the head. Oh, you mean the distance between the eyes? Yeah, so basically, I mean, right now the eyeballs are a little bit small, but it's usually, it should be roughly the distance between two eyeballs, left and right, it should be another eyeball, roughly. You're not a real 3D artist, you don't wear glasses. Why? Do 3D artists wear glasses? You mean 3D glasses or just... So do you play video games? I do. I love video games, but most of the time I'm too busy to play regularly. But let's see, what was the last video game I played? I don't even remember. I think it was Senua Hellblade. Yeah, the graphics were insane. I also loved Death Stranding. It was awesome. The character design in that game, it was top notch. Most VFX groomers have moved over to Houdini. Okay. I'm not sure. Any tricks for the matching process between the photo references, references and the base mesh at the beginning of the likeness? If you watched my previous live streams from yesterday and the day before, was explaining that I usually use the eyes or the nose at the center of reference to base everything else around that. Hey Muhammad. Hey Atoma. Ciao Ben. Have you ever heard of Bloodborne? Yes, I have, but I haven't played it because it's exclusive to PlayStation and I've never had PlayStation. Hey Hossein. I think we're almost there with the likeness. I'm hopeful that we can finish the likeness today. And the next time we can import the model to Maya. But it doesn't mean that we completely finish with the likeness. We have to constantly move back and forth to make sure everything is accurate. Because we can't make sure before we have some test renders of the model. Hey Ali. I'm getting more questions on Instagram. if you're watching on YouTube and you have any questions, don't be shy. It's funny that more people are watching me on YouTube, but I'm getting more comments on Instagram. I changed the angle of view to 30 because it looks to me that the camera lens that was used to take this shot was a little bit wider than usual. You can see that the ears are too far and too close to the skull. The nose it looks bigger than usual. That means that the camera lens was wider. Hey Hammy, thank you. What are the most common errors to avoid in overlapping references? Make sure that the photo is not flipped or mirrored, because sometimes when you download images from Google, if you don't pay attention, some of the photos they're flipped. So before using any references, you have to make sure that the photo is in the correct direction. The second common mistake is not taking into account the aging and body transformations, like losing weight, gaining weight. That's something that you have to consider. I'm not happy with the nose. It doesn't look right. I love how good you are with likeness. Thank you, SJ Sculptor. It just comes with the experience. If you do, I mean, I have worked on so many likenesses that at this point it's just muscle memory. When you do something so many times, it automatically becomes easier. Thank you, Kian. I have seen your Matthew McConaughey likeness video many times and learned a lot. Thank you. I wish I could have finished it. I mean, it was during a time that I got really busy and I just had to abandon it. And it's so old that going back to, I think it was even more, maybe 3 or 4 years ago. I don't even know how many years ago it was, but I mean, my workflow has evolved and there's so many things that I've changed. I thought it would be a better investment to just start something from scratch. What camera length are you at when sculpting? Right now it's 20, it's usually around 20. but it depends on the subject, on the reference. This reference is such bad quality that seems like a waste of time. Okay, let's... This one, the eyes are closed, but the quality is also not good. It's really hard to tell. You do the best likeness of people out. Thank you, SJ Sculptor. You use Blender for this kind of works. I do not. I haven't worked with Blender. You make it look so effortless. Likeness is the most challenging thing to create. Your models don't only look alike, but also look alive. Thank you, Rana. Yeah, I hope so. Okay, I think one of the eyes is a bit deeper. If you look closely, the left eye of the character is deeper into the skull, so we have to push it inside just a tiny bit. Hey Dariush, why work with Blender when there is ZBrush? Blender is great. Because Blender is free and ZBrush is not. So if you're a student and don't want to spend money, it makes sense to use Blender. Salam 3D Core. Okay guys, I'm gonna be live for another 10 minutes, and if you guys have any questions. Sometimes likeness modeling becomes boring, and I think right now we are at the boring stage. Should I learn first face anatomy to achieve a sculpting likeness heads and faces like that? Yes, definitely you need to have some background or understanding of anatomy. 100%. The backbone of likeness sculpting is anatomy. If you want to be a character artist, portrait artist, you need to know anatomy. But the fun thing is that you can also learn anatomy by doing likeness. So it kind of works both ways. You can learn anatomy and then do likeness sculpting, or learn anatomy by modeling and sculpting likenesses. Okay, next time we are importing the model to Maya and maybe do some adjustments inside Maya, some overlays and matching some references using a real 3D camera, because in ZBrush it's getting really harder to make sure everything is in place and accurate. When do you break the symmetry of a model? It's already broken for this one, but usually halfway, I would say, when I feel like 50% of the likeness is done. And how do I know 50% is done? It's just experience. Or you can record your asymmetrical features in a different layer and turn it on and off. How do I make money in Iran this way? How I have to say I use Blender. Why do you have to say you use Blender? And how do you make money in Iran? I'm living in Iran and it's not impossible. It's definitely harder than most places, but if you're good at what you do, you will find clients no matter where you live. I'm an environment concept artist and hard surface, but I wanna do 3D likeness sculpts. Okay, awesome. Okay guys, the viewership is dropping, so that means that it's time to call it a day. Thank you for joining. I tried my best to answer all your questions, but probably tomorrow night, same time, if you have any questions that I haven't answered, you can tune in tomorrow. Thank you Rana, thank you everybody. Thank you and have a great night. Bye bye.